Robin Hood, Hawkeye, Merida, Katniss Everdeen, William Tell, Legolas. What do all these three characters have in common? They are all adept archers. I'm going to teach you about archery, including its history, the types of archery, and the processes. Why, out of all the things I could talk to you about, why am I choosing archery? Well, there's not that many people who practice archery, but I know about archery because I practice it frequently, and it's one of my hobbies. There are many types of bows and arrows that can be used during archery, and the three main ones that we use today are the longbow, the recurve, and the compound bow. The longbow is one of the more stereotypical, and it's what people think of when they think about archery. Like Robin Hood and Legolas from The Lord of the Rings use it. Then the recurve, it's one of the more stronger of the bows that we use today, and Katniss Everdeen and Hawkeye use it. And then the strongest bow that we have today is the compound bow, and it was developed in the mid-1900s. It uses a system of pulleys, and compound bows are designed for maximum efficiency and power. Using a system of pulleys, and cables means that less physical strength is needed from the archer, and it's easier to hold at full draw. That's according to Great British Archery types of archery. Where did archery come from? According to Kathy Hunt from CNN, the earliest clear evidence of archery is in South Africa 64,000 years ago. You also probably know that tribes like the Sioux and the Blackfoot and the Comanche Native Americans used them for hunting, and other cultures like the ancient Egyptians and the Mayans from South America used bows. And then later on, archers became the object of legend. So you've heard of Robin Hood, and you might have heard of the legend about William Tell, who was a famous archer from Switzerland. And then many militaries used archery until they could develop better weapons. And one of the more famous militia that used archery were the Mongolians. According to Tim Brincroft from New York, they were known as the Devil's Horsemen. They were mounted warriors who inspired terror wherever they rode. They shot farther and stronger than any of their enemies could. Modern archery is mainly a competition and hunting sport. It's an Olympic sport. It became an Olympic sport in 1972, and they only use recurve bows because that's what most archers around the world use. But they shoot 70 meters away, which is over half a football field, which is pretty impressive. So to actually do archery, you're going to need a target, a bow, some arrows, and depending on what bow you're going to use, you need a release. You can use a release for any bow, but it's most commonly used for compound bows. And using a release preserves your bow string. And so basically, what you do is you put it on your arm, and you attach this to your string. Then you would close it, and when you draw back, it would pull the string back with you, and then you would pull the trigger, and it would release the bow, or it would release the arrow. And using this preserves the string of your bow and also your fingers, because normally without the release, you would just pull back these two fingers, process of shooting is fairly simple, but requires consistency and a lot of self-reflection. Because when you miss, you have to know what you did wrong so you can do better next time. But now you know the history and processes of archery, including and all the different types of bows. As Confucius said, he was a philosopher. As he said, in archery, we have something like the way of the superior man. When an archer misses his target, he turns around and seeks for the cause of failure in himself.